This is Adrienne. It would be Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And I am actually doing something a little special tonight that I normally don't do. I'm actually recording in the Facebook group, but I'm actually recording for the month for the sign of Leo. Leo, it is your reading for the month of March, starting on the new moon of February 23rd. We have your reading coming up. I've got my roots. I've got my crystals. I am grounded. I've got my sage burning. Well, for some reason, my sage isn't burning that much. I don't know what's going on with this sage. I need to get some more sage. I need to get new sage today. So anyway, Leo, let's talk about what's going on for you for the month of March, or starting as of this new moon. What I'm saying is that I'm doing this from new moon to full moon. So it's going to cover the next 2 weeks, okay? New moon to full moon. When I look at your, because I've made a little chart here, but when I look at this chart, okay, so yeah, you've got things going on in the 8th house and in the 6th house. But what really gets me is that Uranus is sitting in your 10th house. I don't know why. That's what, I mean, I've been looking at the 10th house for all the signs so far, but for you guys, with it being Uranus, it really kind of, don't know if I like it. Only because Uranus is sudden, unexpected, uninvited type of shakeups, right? So it could be something that is a shakeup for you, maybe even in your career. And I can really sense this could be an issue because Leos or people with Leo rising or Leo moon, you've got Mars in the 6th house, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in the 6th house. The 6th house is the house of work. It's work and health, and it's all the mundane things and chores and things that you have to do and deadlines and stuff like that you have to meet. And that is where all the emphasis is for you guys, really, with all that Capricorn going on. But then starting from like now until around the 20th of March, now the emphasis is going to be in the sign of Pisces as well. And that's in your 8th house. The 8th house is secrets. It's death and taxes. I've talked about this for several signs already. So I think that a lot of signs are going to be feeling similar things, but, in different ways. In your case, you're going to have the sun and the moon, which right now they're conjunct each other. Mercury is retrograde there in the 8th house, and Neptune is in the 8th house. So that's a lot of miscommunication, possibly deception, illusions. Be careful who you tell your secrets to. Okay, Leo, be careful who you tell your secrets to. Now, perhaps, you could be telling your secret to someone who really, truly, genuinely cares for you. But I think just because Neptune and Pisces are known for, illusionary tactics, the 8th house is the house of therapy and psychotherapy and psychology and psychiatry, and I just think it might be a good thing to keep those secrets to yourself during this time. Now, Venus is in Aries in your 9th house, and that is going to trine some Leos. And I think that's going to give a positive boost to some Leos. The 9th house is an area that deals with things like travel and education and religion and politics and law and legal things of all kind and philosophies of all kind, dogma, anything that's to deal with dogma or travel or anything like that is big there. Another thing I'm seeing is that, the North Node is in your 12th house. It's telling you to deal with things that are subconscious or hidden from people, like the secrets. It's actually, this Pisces trying to that North Node, it's telling you to deal with the secrets even right now. The sun and moon are making a trine to the North Node in your 12th house. So some some Leos may be dealing with some private secrets. With Uranus in the 10th house, it's possible even that your secrets could come out to the, you know, come out. So let's look at the cards, because this is what I've been doing. I've been doing a combination of, you know, the astrology, and then a combination of like the cards as well. And I'm using my little AE weight tarot, and I've got the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels cards tonight. I love these. These are my, like, right now, and I'm liking these as my favorites. Okay, so we're going to see what it has to say to Leo. Just cutting them right now. I want to make sure I had at least that. Okay, so what would you like to tell Leo? Whoa! Whoa, Lord, have mercy. What was that? Lord, 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 Lord. What you gonna tell Pisces? And I don't even know if some of these were supposed to be upright or reversed, because they came out the way they came out. Lord. Making sure I got them all, because they popped out for real, for real. Let me just make sure that's it. Is there any other message you have for Leo? I said Pisces, didn't I? Oh, I said it again, and more cards popped out. Lord, what's going on with this? This Leo is messing with Pisces. At the bottom of this is a whole storyline going on. Wow. That? Really? Well, wow. Okay, so we're gonna go through these cards, because I kept them. I'm keeping them because, well, I mean, they popped out in the air. Like, what the heck? So I take poppers. So look, we got the King of Cups here. King of Cups is the first card. This tells me that no matter what's going on, you know, I think you're going to have your emotions hopefully balanced. It's balance in your emotions, by the way. Also a man of business, education or law, vast knowledge and imagination. So knowledge and imagination, a person of great education and many interests and abilities. It indicates you receive good advice and generosity from someone soon. This is for Leo. And then the next card I got, I was actually a little surprised, but it was in reverse, and it was the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of emotional possession associated with jealousy. It's a card of surveillance. Sometimes indicates a diligent person who is watching the actions or trying to find out the actions of someone else, especially regarding love. But in this case, it's more intense because it's in reverse. So next, Leo, we have the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Seven of Cups in reverse. And this is what it says for Seven of Cups in reverse. Drive and will. So it's actually not bad, right? Drive and will. Representing those things that are wealth and success. Your path is clear, and you now can create and accomplish great things. I was not expecting it to be so good. That's amazing. It said great things, okay? So the next card you got was also in reverse. And it is the Nine of Pentacles. And this says here, there is a possibility of a breach of contract or a promise that is broken. a failed task, bad credit or inflated bills, but something that was promised that is broken. So, you know, a breach of contract of some kind. And then we had the Knight of Cups. And this is a card of notification, getting some kind of communication from something, a letter, a proposal, an invitation, you know, someone offering you employment, or someone arrives with an offer or a proposal for something new, some kind of new venture. You might have new love on the table. You might actually have love coming. It's hard to say no to such an offer because it's such a great offer, right? And then you got, right after that offer, you actually ended up with, well, the Death card, but in reverse. This indicates a lack of direction, and a desire to remain in a bad situation. So maybe, you know, you go back to your ex, or you know, something like that. It's a bad situation. You want to stay in it even though it's bad. But on top of that, you did get the Strength card. It's the Strength card. And this indicates that, you know, there is strength there, that you do have the possibility of winning or coming out on top. It is an emotional and physical strength. It's bravery, self-discipline, patience. Now is a time of great strength. However, use patience wisely to achieve your goals. And you are above your enemy, so do not overreact. Confront any bad situations now. Don't let them brew. Confront them. And I think if you do that, you'll be able to take care of things very quickly and you'll win, because the next card was the Chariot. And it is an indication of things moving very quickly. And it's absolute success. So you can achieve success with whatever's going on. It's courageous conquest. Courageous conquest. Problems of revenge and power. You will win the war even if you lose the battle. Your actions are correct. Avoid revenge for any situation, as it will only delay your success. Decide what you want and do it. Success is there, so move forward. And the next card after this, that success card like that, was the Empress. And I think when I see this card, it always indicates that there's something creative brewing. Like there's some creative new endeavor coming. You know, she's always pregnant with ideas. So maybe you have ideas to get what it is that you want, and you're going to work on those ideas. And another thing they say for the Empress is that well, not always, but it is an indication of new beginnings. So you could be beginning something new. Maybe there's a new love, a new pregnancy. You could be doubting yourself about doing that. You could doubt that, you know, your circumstances or yourself. But you could have some new and exciting times coming. You could have new love, new sensuality, and even pregnancy could be indicated there. And up next, I had the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles in my hand, and I meant to tell you about that. So the Seven of Coins, it is a card that is, well, it's a mixed card, right? It could be good or bad, but it's an indication of money and stability, and it indicates both the positive and negative effects of money. It could, you know, they say more money, more problems. It could be one of those situations. Continue to work on your projects, though. And remember that money can bring you either great joy or sorrow. And remember that the importance of money is freedom, okay? So don't let the money rule you. You got to rule the money, okay? Because some people let themselves get ruled by the money, and I don't think that is not going to end well, okay? So the last and final card that you got was actually the Two of Staffs, or Two of Wands. And this is a card of uncertainty. It's reflecting on your past and what you did and what you said and your actions and your choices and self-assessment and, you know, the situations that follow and the emotions that you have about that. Take time to reflect on your choices before making any decision. consider where you are and how your past relates, and make sure you're making the right decision before you make it, okay? So this is my take on, the basic cards that we got out there. Just, you started with the King of Cups, and it's like you started out so proud and so certain, and then you ended up a little uncertain. And maybe it's because, if you're giving up on something that maybe you shouldn't be giving up on, be sure you're doing the right thing before you do it. It's really hard to come back once you've done something that you can't come back from. So make sure you're not doing something that you can't come back from, if that's not exactly what your real desire is to sever, something permanently, or ruin something, or, whatever the situation might be. So let's look at your love cards. Let's see what it has to tell Leo for love. You got to tell Leo for love. It's going off for Leo. Tell me what you're telling Leo for love. I know you got something in there. There it is. Wow, it was a lot. So let's see. So you've got, the first card here is that your romantic feelings are worth exploring. You've got romantic feelings. Romantic feelings. And it does indicate a separation. A separation. Time apart from a partner is on the horizon. Maybe you just figure it's one of those things, but in this case, it says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. I can tell you, I had a situation with a person I know has Leo rising, and this person and I don't see the eye and eye on political things, and he just literally stopped talking. Just, that was it. Political things. In this case, it says religious, but it could also be political. It's where the philosophies are not in attunement in some way. Okay. And that could be hard if you're not willing to talk it out or see where you do meet in the middle, because you might have some middle ground in there. Anyway, stay optimistic about your love life. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Stay positive. And well, there it is. It indicates a reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. Maybe you're going back to an ex. Who knows? Oh no, it says it's a new love. It's a new love. A new person that stirred your romantic feelings. Maybe that's what it's all about. Maybe there's someone new you'd rather be with. And whatever is going on, it's worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. So Leo, I hope that resonated with some of you. Just know that, their romantic feelings are real and worth exploring, and divine timing is at hand. And I wish all of you Leos a wonderful March, a wonderful new moon in Pisces. I hope that everyone's had a wonderful day with the new moon in Pisces. Could be a sign of confusion, which, that is actually the basic meaning of new moon in Pisces in my book, confusion. So some of you guys may have been going through that. A lot of people, be aware of that, okay? If you haven't, please take a moment to like and subscribe and share our videos. And, make sure you stop by the website and subscribe to the website at astrologyalookinside.com. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at instagram.com/astrologyalookinside, YouTube at astrologyalookinside, Facebook at astrologyalookinside. Just go to astrologyalookinside. Okay. All right. Much love and light to everyone. I'll be back soon with the next reading.